Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm G here. Today we're doing a review on Banner Saga 2. Yeah, Stoic Games, the developer. It was originally Kickstarter backed. It's more of a planned trilogy. A game based pretty much a lot off of deep Norse mythology. A really great RPG. Choices do matter in this game, of course. I just did show you a little bit of preview. A little bit of spoiler warning. Yeah, there is some spoiler in the story. There's some of the footage I'm showing. It's just the beginning of Alette moving forward. Actually, originally my playthrough in the first Banner Saga, I played through with Rook. Unfortunately, they actually do give you a choice between starting off with a preset of saved Rook or Alette or your own save game. Unfortunately, they didn't have cloud save, and I actually deleted it. I haven't had time to play through again on Banner Saga because I thought it'd be a little bit more longer for the next part of this story. But anyway, yeah. So this is actually starting off the Alette storyline, continuing from that. Yeah, you'll be able to carry some of your characters. Because when I started with my Rook playthrough, it actually was kind of surprising. I'm like, all these people are alive. Because actually, you know, people do die quite a bit in this game. It is kind of a little bit Game of Thrones-ish. Yeah, your choices. One of the few RPGs I really do like. Because actually your choices do matter. I like to also think of this as a little bit of Oregon Trail. Next, we'll show a little bit of the beginning combat here. Combat hasn't really changed too much. That is probably one of the game's weak points, if you will. It is fun, but not very tactical. They've added some obstacles, some other stuff. There was a really nice mission where you're trying to fight off endless dredge hordes, but while you're still trying to get block away ice. But I would recommend a harder difficulty setting, other than the normal, because even the hard is really not that brutal. Because one thing I found, it's a really easy thing. If you just have like 4 Varl, you can just pretty much like, you know, the giant race. If I just take 4 Varl with me, I can pretty much just rampage, no matter the difficulty. We see a couple of Varl, heck on an Ivor pulling up there. Yeah, they pretty much just, especially at the higher level, they just wreck everything. Another thing with combat I did find, it was kind of annoying just because you couldn't turn it off, was that there is no way. Yeah, there is no way to get through this. It is pretty heavy-handed tutorial. The tutorial goes, it even continues to persist on into the later parts of the game. A lot of hints and other stuff. I really didn't see an option there to turn it off. Maybe I just missed it. Apologies if I did, but yeah, I don't think the graphical option choices, there is not really anything to choose from. The audio weird thing too. The audio, there is no to change the audio. The audio is at a set rate. You kind of just gotta adjust it on your own volume size. It's kind of weird they don't have graphical video options, but anywho, let's get to talk about the great stuff in this story. Storyline is perfect. The one downside is they try to cram quite a bit into what is about a 12 to 15 hour story in here. I'd really like to see when eventually when they get this trilogy done, to put that all together in one game. That would be quite lovely. But yeah, it is about 12 to 15 hours worth. You're definitely going to get your money's worth, though. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. There's a playability at least twice, because if you want to do both playthroughs, both choices. And there is different sides you can pick near the end. Not quite as an epic choice as you had in the first one, but it is pretty good. Yeah, tactical combat-wise, the battles are fun, but they are just, you know, not very tactical. If you're an XCOM fan like me, stuff like that, you're not going to get as much from it. But the story itself is really, really good. The cutscenes are definitely a step up. The writing's top-notch. Yeah, your choices do matter. Yeah, just graphically, it is just, it is magnifique. This is coming to consoles later on. Xbox One, PS4. Yeah, it did take quite a while. No confirmed dates yet. It did take quite a while for that to get on Xbox One and PS4. The original Banner Saga. So hopefully, I'm sure your save will come through to this one as well. Probably doesn't have cloud save on that one. There's no cloud save on the PC version, at least. So, but everything, it is really, really great. Definitely worth your money, I would say. I'm actually going to give this one 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. One thing that we'll go with the pros. Great story. Amazing graphics. Great story. Choices do matter, which a lot of games tote that now, but they really don't. You get a choice between 2 endings. But a lot of your choices do matter. They do shape up throughout your adventure. People can die. Things can change. Really quite well done. Yeah, amazing music too. Voice acting top notch when there's not a ton of voice acting, so there's quite a bit of reading in this. So if you're not a fan of reading during your games, you might want to give this one a pass. But then we'll talk on the con side, where I did give it a 9 out of 10. The one thing was the tutorial that seems to persist through quite a bit of the game. That was just got borderline annoying about halfway through. It's like, but this time you think I would have figured out. I already know this, but I was just a little nitpick. And then there's just the technical combat itself, kind of lacking, and also they do try. It does come off a little rough in this one because they try to cram so much. I wish they would have taken maybe a little bit of a longer game. Maybe they'll get that one in the third one. The pacing was just right in the first one. In this one, looks like they're trying to set up for the end game in the trilogy, and they just try to cram a little bit too much in there too fast. I want to see some more character development. We really don't have much of a chance. There's a couple spots, a couple of good moments of conversation, but really it's all pretty much what it was expected. You're on the run though. You're running for your life. But yeah, 9 out of 10. I do enjoy it overall. There's a couple little things, but other than that, it is a great time. I highly recommend this. Check this out on Steam right now. It is really a really great RPG.